Hey kids, how's isolation treating me? I gotta be honest, I'm really not enjoying it. But I've been hanging out with this guy Daniel lately. It's alright. We're not breaking the rules because we actually live in the same address and people say that we look really similar, but we're not the same person, I promise. Anyway, actually, here he comes now. I can hear him flushing the dunny. Hey, did you know that there's a verse in the Bible about aliens? Really? Show me. It's in Colossians, chapter 1, verse 21. Once you were alienated from God and were enemies in your minds because of your evil behavior. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really about aliens though, is it? Like, not real aliens. It's about being alienated from God. Yeah, well, fair enough. It's not about real aliens. But in a sense, it does mean that we were like aliens to God, because we were like on a far off planet, heaps far away from him, and there was no way for us to get to him. Right. So, being alienated from God is a bit like being in isolation, right? Like, I can't get to my friends and my friends can't get to me. Well, yeah, I guess it's a bit like that. Well, what is it that made us what is it that made us alienated from God? Actually, the Bible tells us that too. You were enemies to God in your minds because of your evil behavior. So it's saying that our sin is what makes us alienated from God. Sin separates us from God. But I'm not really like a bad sinner or anything like that. I mean, I don't go around hurting people or killing people or stealing things. Well, except for like hot cross buns that mom says I can't eat, or like my brother's Easter eggs. But I don't like steal real things like cars and diamond rings. Well, it says it's not just the things that we do that make us alienated from God, it's also the things that we think. We are enemies from God in our minds. So when we think things that we shouldn't think, we've sinned. So even if we don't hurt someone or kill them, but as soon as you think a mean thought about them, you've sinned. And even if you don't steal stuff, whenever you have an unhealthy desire for something that's not yours, you've sinned. Well, that's actually pretty bad news, isn't it? I mean, I've had enough of this isolation as it is, and here you are telling me that I'm not just isolated from my friends, I'm isolated from God as well. Well, yeah, that's not great news, but that's not the end of the story either. There's still a little bit left. Look at what it says after that. But now, God has reconciled you by Christ's physical body through death to present you holy. So this is what Good Friday is about. This is what today is about. Jesus dies on the cross so that we can be reconciled to God. Jesus dies on a cross. That doesn't sound very good. Yeah, well, the good bit is about the reconciling. Jesus dies on the cross so that we can be reconciled to God. What's reconciled mean? Well, it means to bring together. Jesus' death on the cross brings us back together with God. Right. So Easter is about dealing with our ultimate isolation problem. That's it. Easter deals with our ultimate isolation problem. Well, that's good. Because I've got to be honest with you, Daniel. I am sick of isolation. Agreed. Let's just hug anyway. Agreed.